Hey, hello everyone, Jayborino here. Welcome back, playing some more StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to go to Haven, finish up this colonist plot line, and unlock some Vikings. Now, I know that Dr. Hansen leaves the ship after you play this mission, meaning you can't talk to her in the lab for any of the remaining missions. There aren't that many left, though, and I also feel like if we put this one off any longer, the placement of it would start to feel a little unnatural in terms of game progression and tech progression, so we're going to do it now.
My people established a new colony on Haven. It was going well, but now the colony's gone dark. They're not responding on any frequency. We need to get there and see what the situation is. They might have been exposed to the Zerg virus, and they are on the verge of Protoss space. Jim, I'm worried that something has gone very wrong.
Alright, we're coming to help.
We're almost to Haven, but there's still been no contact from... Sir, there's a Protoss fleet holding in orbit. They're disrupting all communications to the surface, and it looks like they're powering up their main weapons.
Jim, you have to stop this.
Matt, open a channel to the Protoss. Let's see how diplomatic they're feeling.
Intaro Tassadar, James Raynor. I am Executor Celendis. Your bravery and service to Ire are known to us.
Intaro Tassadar, Celendis. Listen, with all due respect, your fleet needs to pull back. The people on Haven are no threat to you.
Our observers detected Zerg hive spores infesting the colonists. They must be purified. If you wish to undertake this mission in our stead, we will permit it.
Jim, some of my people are infested. But you can't let the Protoss just destroy them all. If you keep the Protoss at bay, I know I can find a cure for the infestation.
The only cure for Zerg infestation is purification by fire. You know this to be true, James Raynor.
I can cure them, Jim. Believe me.
If you choose to resist us, we will meet in glorious combat. The choice is yours, James Raynor. We await your answer.
Alright, so we're going to protect the colony because, number one, we aren't a bunch of assholes. And number two, it's canonical. It also makes sense to me, like, why not at least give Dr. Hansen a little bit of time to try? And if it doesn't work, then we can always help the Protoss purify the colony. But the Protoss are just in too much of a rush. So let's protect the colony. We'll purify the colony through the archive next time.
I ain't gonna stand by while you wipe out a whole colony, Celendis. Not while there's still a chance we can save them.
Then it shall be an honor to meet you on the field of battle. Your reputation as a commander is most impressive. I trust you will live up to it.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. Whatever's happening on Haven, my people don't deserve to be wiped out. We'll make this right. I'll find a cure. Jim, the Protoss are already closing in on the colony. My people don't stand a chance.
We're gonna have to stop that Purifier of theirs before it can wipe the whole place out. Get everyone evacuated to the main base, Ariel. If the Purifier gets that far, we're done. Well, at least we can count on them being methodical. They'll stop to burn every settlement along the way.
You sure know how to pick a fight, cowboy. I got something that'll help you. I called in some favors and got us Viking schematics. Remember, they can change from a jet into a combat walker and back again. Pretty nifty stuff.
Jim, the Purifier's drawing power from several Protoss Nexus. Its shields are completely impenetrable. How can you stop something like that?
Easy. We knock out those Nexi first, then we take down the Purifier. Don't worry, Ariel. We'll stop them.
This one will go pretty quick. The achievements are all based around saving a certain number of colonies. The normal achievement is 3. The hard achievement is 2, so we'll try to save 3, which results in like a 12-minute mission or something like that. So let's go. It's just about the timing on how and when we go for these Nexi. Let's get started right away, though.
I've located the Protoss Nexuses that are channeling power to the Purifier shields. We'll have to destroy them before we can stop the Purifier.
Okay, first things first, let's head on over here. We can actually take out this first Nexus with just these 3 Vikings.
Some of the colonists didn't make it to our base in time. We should be ready to assist them when the Protoss attack.
Okay, now with those Phoenix gone, we can fly around here and destroy these warp prisms. Because those are flying, they also provide vision to the high ground. So as long as we remove the vision from the high ground, the Protoss can't actually attack us up here, and we can take out this Nexus. There is an area here where they can see us, sort of.
Very well.
Like, see, if you get close and you attack the Nexus, then it draws these sentries over. I don't know why sometimes they can see you and sometimes they can't. I just don't know. All right, let's get an armory.
Transformation system.
Okay, let's back up. Let's do the same thing. Over here, sentries. Want to draw them to us so that we can kill them. Again, I'm not sure why. Maybe there's another warp prism that provides a little bit of vision there, but now it's
Sir,
gone.
The Purifier has arrived and is on the move.
Okay, and let's start more Vikings. Let's grab a second starport, and we're going to need to make more and more supply depots as well. And then we'll get a little bit of defense here. So again, these 3 Vikings alone can get this Nexus if you're careful. Let's get a bunker set up down here. Just so that we don't get killed by incoming Protoss. And then we'll try to get...
That's 1 Nexus down. Keep at it, boys. We gotta stop that ship.
We'll try to get our air upgrades for our Vikings. It applies to them even when they're landed. It's always air upgrades for them.
The Purifier's coming into range of a colony base.
So we're going to try to get maybe 6 or 7 Vikings out before we move down and save the first base. They send out these terror fleets, and they'll come down here and try to destroy the colonies before they get evacuated. Oh, whoops. Get in there, buddies. I guess we can land here and save this. Send 1 SCV over here. Now we want to wipe out the terror fleets before they get close. Let's keep making Vikings, hotkey these, and rally them up to our other Vikings.
Is under attack.
Okay, so this is fine. You guys back up. And let's definitely get more supply depots before we get 2 supply blocks. In fact, I'll make 2 at a time. That's fine. Let's grab a reactor here. And I'm going to start floating my way down to this base. Oh, it hasn't even fired yet.
Sir, I'm detecting a massive energy spike. The Purifier's about to fire.
In the rear with the gear.
Okay, we'll get our last gas as well. Now,
Supply depots
pew, 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 pew. Once this is done, it's going to spawn carriers. Now, if you attack the carriers while they're en route to the colony base, they'll stop and kill you. So you have to time it properly so that when they get in range of the colony ship, they'll go straight for the colony ship, they'll ignore you, and then you have an opportunity to kill them without taking any damage. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully, yeah, I think we have enough here.
Commander, a Protoss squadron is going after the colony ships. Those people don't stand a chance unless we stop it.
Okay, here they come. So let's try to make this work. I think we'll be able to do it.
Not enough minerals.
So when they kind of make a turn, see that carrier kind of made a turn. That means I think they right-click the colony ship. We have to save these valiant Haven colony Marines. They're helping us out.
Upgrade complete.
Got him.
Thanks, Raiders. We're getting out of here.
Okay, let's land here.
The colonists have evacuated the first settlement in the Purifier's path. The colonists left some resources behind after they evacuated. We should pick them up.
Next colonists. So let's send this group over to go for the second Nexus. Stop to see if there's any enemy units in our way. Random Void Ray. Okay, and let's leave these Vikings here to help protect us against incoming Colossi attacks.
Additional supply depots required.
And depots. Alrighty. Let's start +2. Grab some depots. We're going to destroy the second Nexus in the same fashion. So we want to get in close and snipe anything that might give the Protoss vision. So like that Colossus. Like the Warp Prisms. We're going to just get ourselves healed up in between each time we dive in. There we go. That Colossus should come back. There it is. Okay, I think we got it. Shouldn't be able to see us anymore. So now let's land, and we'll let them kind of finish this up.
Ready to blunder.
And just keep making Vikings at home that we can send down to the next section.
Go ahead.
And we'll get more supply depots here. And you guys all just get close. Not too close. I think they can still see us here. We only need a couple actually hitting this. And then the rest of you can lift up. And we can go for the third Nexus. Okay, great. So, like, you all lift them up. And we'll meet up with our other units. Like here. And then the last area, it's kind of finicky how you can how you can get to it. So that's why we have to be very careful.
Protoss have arrived at another settlement, sir.
We want to skirt along the bottom here, like right along the top, the bottom of this
Nexus
settlement.
gone. Great work. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
For battle.
Excellent. I must have accidentally sent my medics down here.
Must be an emergency.
I'm not sure where the other one even ended up. Okay, well that's fine. So let's bring all these fellas on over. We want to hug the top of this and get rid of the air units that are in this base. Then we're going to land slightly out of range of the annoying High Templar in this base. Kill all the ground units and then snipe the Nexus. That's the plan, at least. Okay, Void Ray. Okay, then we take a big group of them, and we land right here. We land right here. That should do it. Okay, and then we can just lift up a group of these, and we're going to go and protect the last area. Because there's one more area. These guys will be able to destroy the Nexus, no problem, so we're going to send them back.
Energy output is peaking. The Protoss are going to destroy the second colony base.
And just for fun, let's set up some Nexuses. Or some missile turrets.
Purifier shields are offline, sir. Hit it now.
Okay, so that went pretty effectively. Let's grab some siege breakers and some other mercenaries. We're going to get supply blocked if we continue to do this. And we're going to leave these here just to help us kill any incoming enemy attacks. And then once the enemy attacks are through, we're going to send our units back.
Protoss squadron detected approaching colonist settlement.
Okay, we're going to catch these things before they get to the colony ship because we must protect.
That was a close one. Thanks.
The colonists have successfully evacuated that settlement.
We must protect the valiant Marines.
Not enough.
They didn't risk their lives along the highways of Agria, only to come here and get killed by the Protoss. Alright, let's send these guys up. And again, I do expect an enemy attack here pretty soon. Now, you can preempt the mothership. If you attack it from behind it, it sometimes just doesn't attack you. But we're going to take it head on.
What's going on?
At least I plan to. Get some Perdition turrets as well. Oh, unfortunately, we got caught out here.
No one lives forever.
Base is under attack.
Okay, turn and fight here. So we want to bait out... We want to bait out the really irritating... Is that another Colossus? We want to bait out the really irritating black hole. So, like, attack it with a couple units on one side here. Is it going to do it? There we go.
The Purifier sent our units into a dimensional warp field. The effect should only be temporary, though.
And because of that, when they do that, then they warp in a bunch of carriers. So we have to kill the carriers, bring our other units down here that we had, move the Vikings away, and then use them to pick off the mothership. Look at our valiant Devil Dog. He's sacrificing himself so our air units can hit the Purifier. There we go. In a perfect world, I would have moved my siege breakers up to kill those stalkers, but that was okay. That went about as good as it could.
The Protoss are retreating. You've done it.
You are as cunning as the stories say, James Raynor. I hope your belief in these colonists will be vindicated.
Yeah, and the Protoss are like, yeah, nothing personal, bro. We'll see you later. Alright, we saved 3 colonies. We did lose a decent amount to the Purifier. Again, if you attack the Purifier from behind as it's moving from colony to colony, it sometimes doesn't even cast the black hole, and then it won't warp in those 4 carriers, which can cause you some problems. Again, I should have moved up some more anti-ground up there, so it was a little sloppy there to destroy the mothership, but we did do it, no problem. We got our 3 Zerg research. Let's go say au revoir to Dr. Hansen.
So I guess this is goodbye, Doc. Now you've got a lot of cleaning up to do out there.
We'll manage somehow. I just hope you boys stay out of trouble. Those Protoss are bound to be upset.
Well, me and the Protoss go way back. I've helped them out a few times. Figure they might cut me some slack.
You know, you could always stay here. Settle down, make a new start.
Guys like me don't get second chances, darling. We just gotta finish what we begun.
You're a good man, Jim Raynor.
I ain't that good.
So Dr. Hansen gets her happy ending. It's very depressing what happens if you take the other path, but you do get that sweet, sweet Protoss research, which actually does have a decent impact at this point in the game. I can explain it when we go to the lab. We got our colonizer flag. The flag of the former colony of Agria on this new sovereign planet of Haven, given to James Raynor and Raynor's Raiders in recognition of their immense contributions to our founding. They also have a very equipped and experienced security force, all the way back from Agria, I'd like to point out. Not killed by the Protoss this last map. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with these Haven neutral Marines. All right, the news.
Welcome back. We've got good and bad news tonight from our UNN headquarters on Korhal. The influx of refugees has dropped as various fringe worlders have found new planets on which to settle. For the bad news, let's go to Kate Lockwell. Kate?
What? Is the feed open? Hi. Yes. Hi, Donnie. Well, many of the refugees are starting new colonies, and they've declared themselves independent of the Dominion.
Branding themselves as rebels.
Well, Donnie, they mostly seem like regular folks who are scared about the current crisis, and angry that the Dominion didn't do more to save them. Some of them have praised Jim Raynor.
You heard it here first. Ungrateful rebels digging in their heels across the fringe worlds. For UNN, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
Can he warn me when he's gonna do that?
Funny how people take it personal when you abandon them to the Zerg.
Kate Lockwell, the last voice of journalistic integrity in the sector.
We in it now, brother.
Yep, you said it.
Damn shame Doc Hansen stayed behind. She was just about to fall for my roguish charms, too. You ain't gonna tell me you weren't just a little bit tempted to stay with her, are you?
I've been down that road before, Tychus. I took my shot at a normal life a long time ago. Ain't no going back now.
Couple of badasses like us ain't cut out for the quiet life anyway. Yes, sir. Destiny's got us pegged for something way bigger.
Flash forward to them on Char, just running away from something like, I should have stayed on Haven. Oh, but Jayborino, if they didn't go to Char, then they couldn't de-infest the Queen of Blades, and she would have got him on Haven. I know. I guess I regret making jokes ever. Let's go to the mercenaries. Another reason we went to Haven, this is very important. We've been unlocking our mercenaries in the proper order. We didn't skip any of them. How nice is it to see our mercenary panel? Just one by one in a nice little line. Okay, to the lab. No more Dr. Hansen. Got Stepman.
Yes. I mean, no.
I'm pleased to see these things haven't blown up the ship. Yet.
Sir, given the visual similarity between the various pieces, have you considered that they might combine to create a larger, more distinct object?
With everything else going on, Stedman, I couldn't care less what they do. Just that we get paid when we finally hand them over to the Mobius boys.
All right, let's collect our money. Oh, so we get 60,000. Normally get 10,000 per. I must not have collected this at the end of Engine of Destruction. Cool. Okay, so if you took the Protoss path, you get 3 Protoss points, and then In Utter Darkness has been unlocked for a while. We could have played that. That would have tipped us over to finish up our Protoss research. So siding with the Protoss in Haven actually allows you to get tech reactors or orbital strike way earlier, which is really, really, really useful. Specifically in Supernova, which is one of the harder missions in the game. So we're purposefully handicapping ourselves by not taking that Protoss research.
Man, did you see the size of that Protoss ship? No matter how often I see them, those guys always come out with something that makes your jaw drop. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be more impressed if they were using all that power against the Zerg. It's stupid to be killing Protoss when we should be teaming up with them against Kerrigan.
Listen, they deserved it, and you did the right thing. Friends don't let friends massacre civilians, Jim. I'm proud of you for standing up to them.
And that's another example of the game just justifying whatever choice you take. No matter what you do, there'll be someone on the ship that tells you you did the right thing. And it's true, though, Jim's right. We should be teaming up and not be worried about infested civilians as much. Viking pilots are a rare breed. Few pilots can master both forms of the vehicle. A Viking pilot is a cherry until he's been inside one during a transformation. The twisting metal can kill us agile men. The elite few who make it through training are so deadly that their names are well known by both allies and enemies across the sector. We made like 20 of them. That's a lot of names to remember. Okay, how we want to spend our cash? I think we just get our Viking upgrades just right away. I would like these Shaped Blast upgrades, but still, it's expensive, and we don't need it immediately. So let's grab both of our Viking upgrades. And I think that's it. I mean, we can't really afford anything else. Eventually, I'll grab the double build, but I haven't really found a need for it yet. Okay. What's up, Charlie?
Better future. Let's hope that's what Ariel's people find on Haven.
Indeed. All right, this has been Jayborino. Thanks so much for watching. We'll do the alternate version of this map next time. See you then. Bye now.